Right, time for my mailbag video. Now I've got several items here. I think some of these are quite urgent, so let me get through them. Right, first thing. Into it. So it's a power supply. This is a replacement one for hopefully my wife's computer. Better fit. The one which we did have was lost in the flood. It was on the floor, as they tend to be, and yeah, it got a bit wet. I mean, fizz pop and lots of smoke came out of it. Anyway, so hopefully this is suitable. We'll find out shortly. What's this one? Little riser cards for the HP 4261A. There's a pair of those in there. You have to solder them on yourself, kind of thing. There's a like kit jobs. These are from eBay. So this is for the 4261A, which I've got to get around to repairing. That'll be in a future video. Haven't got there yet. Right, from RS. So it's probably capacitors. I could be wrong. I'll get them out. It is capacitors. So these are for the Fluke, I expect. It's Jackson brand again. I don't know. I keep getting these Jackson ones, or Jack On rather. Jack On. See, I don't buy cheap caps. I keep getting these ones sent to me. Makes you wonder about RS's quality now, because that's not what I'm buying. Right, let's see what's in this. Nice big one. Looks interesting. Oh yes, right. So it's a caravan socket, which, here we go, it goes like that. So you plug the motorhome into the building, so if you're using extension leads and plugging things in, I'm going to use proper cable with this. So you need to get it set up. Yeah, one more thing. This knife is getting really blunt. It's in here somewhere. Wherever it is. Lots of heading. Ah, right, okay. These are LEDs. So these are daylight LEDs basically. These are quite expensive ones. I can't remember what the company's called now. Is there anything on there? Begins with a Y. There's a part number anyway. So these do a wider visual range in light output, so it gives a better light quality. Big Clive did these recently, featured some of this brand on his channel recently, and I thought, oh, that's an idea. I'll get some of those, and these actually arrived really quickly. It's only last week when I ordered these. See if I ordered the right parts or not. So we've got a plus and minus pad in the corners. Okay, get you to see that. And I don't have a power supply set up. I've got it sitting there. Oh, I might be able to do it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I do have some stuff I can just quickly knock together. Let's try powering one up. It's basically between 14 and 16 volts. And I should turn the power supply on because that would be really helpful. Right, there you go, got some glow. Now, don't you see that? It's very even. There are some differences. Let's turn this one off. It's fairly even. I can see a couple of little squares in there which aren't fully lit. The one that Big Clive did, it was actually much more even than that. You see that now? Not the best lighting, is it? Here you go. You can just see it. So let's see if I can flip over and light it up. Yeah, it's 14 volts. That's very bright. And getting warm, but okay. There's a nice colour in it. Yeah, about 13 again. So yeah, I just have to figure a way of mounting these. They give out a really nice light, and that's the idea. A bit bright. And there's minimal light. As you can see, it's a bit washed out in comparison. So they get quite warm, so you have to mount them onto something and figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. Probably thermal paste, you know, a bit of thermal adhesive, stick onto a heat sink, something like mounting on a platform or something. But that's my future bench lighting. Some better quality LEDs. These are fairly expensive, but it's worth it. And my lighting in my temporary lab is pretty bad, as you can see, because I haven't got any in my shelving or anything here. I've got no lights apart from this one here, right here. So anyway, right, that's it done.